E fala galera, beleza? Tudo bem com vocês? Cure aqui com mais um videozinho. E agora eu tô trazendo Red Dead Redemption, que né, é um jogo maravilhoso aí, tá no... Ai, agora tá no PC. E agora tá no PC, ó. E vamos lá pra introduçãozinha.
Extra, extra, help Benedict. Extra, extra.
Olha o cara aí, meu irmão, John Marston.
Hey, watch it, mister. Read all about it. Bill Williamson's gang
Cara
terrorizing
do
the
Matrix é foda.
Extra, extra.
Well, I, for one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? That hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently, the Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other, and who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
Agora vamos começar, né, com essa paradinha aqui agora. Olha o homem aí, rapaz. Vá até o salão, vamos dar uma olhada aqui, ó, tal. Cara ali só de boa. Cara, esse jogo, olha, esse aqui foi o primeiro jogo que eu zerei, assim, tipo, botei pra zerar mesmo, né, que eu peguei mesmo pra zerar. Vamos lá, ele falou pra ir no salão, né, vamos lá no salão então, dar uma corridinha, né, aqui. O ícone do seu mapa indica o objetivo de uma missão, vá até o ponto amarelo, né, no mapa e se aproxime do X. Eita porra, já o cara caiu sozinho. Ah, mas tá chapado. Isso aí tá nas últimas. Bora lá. Seu Marston. Eita, o velhote aí.
You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to gag you.
They ain't my friends. We're pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
Bora, vamos lá pra primeira parte, né? Primeira missãozinha aí, eu acho. Eu acho não, né? Já é a primeira coisa. A gente vai lá no forte lá. Bora. Siga a Jake até os cavalos.
Alrighty, Mr. Marston, let's get.
Isso. No outro save que eu tava,
Easy
não
on the
tava esse
spurs
cavalo
now.
aqui
We
não,
don't need to
mas
draw undue
não dá
attention.
nada. Bora. Bora, Jake. Vai. Reduzir a velocidade do cavalo, tá. Ah, eu só tenho que ficar atrás dele?
Yeah,
So it's Fort Mercy you want to visit?
Bora.
that's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I said, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as an old serena back tooth. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
Are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hole up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all? Gio. Yeah, so it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
Tá bonito, né?
You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you better off not knowing.
Damn coyotes. What a waste of good meat. Not far now, Mr. Marston. The fort's just over this hill.
Alguma coisa ali eu nem reparei.
Yo.
Whoa there.
Eita, chegamos.
Listen, mister. This here's what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Bora lá. Agora o John vai tirar satisfação com os amigos dele. Eu acho que eu vou... Será que eu vou de cavalo? Não, eu acho que eu vou andando. Bora lá andando? Vamos lá. Andando não, né? Correndo, porque... Um pouquinho longe. Chegar aqui, vamos chegar andando. Vamos chegar com moral.
Bill! Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Comecei assim
Nobody
mesmo,
needs
mas
to kill anyone, Bill.
essas paradas aí.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge. No more Dutch. And no more you.
Chega de Dutch e de você.
I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh. Poor Jeff.
E tomamos um tiro, né? Como sempre. Eita, os urubuzão já ia como? Só esperando. E agora, né, meus amigos, realmente começa o jogo, né? Agora que começa a história e tudo e...
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarland. Miss Bonnie McFarland.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarland. I don't know.
Huh. So what were you doing?
Just trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Eu vou lembrar disso. Agora vamos, né? Vamos ajudar ela aí a cuidar do rancho e tal, ó. Agora começamos, né? Realmente, ó. Ele, né? Ainda tá meio baqueado porque levou o tirão, né? Então, vamos lá, ó. Vai até a Bonnie. Aí eu começo só ajudar ela aqui por enquanto, né? Assim, não vai ter nada de missão, essas paradas. É mais ajudar ela a patrulhar, cuidar do gado, das coisas e tal. Mas vamos lá. Ué, cadê ela, cara? Ah, ela tá sentada ali, bora lá.
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
Well, no time to waste. The horses are saddled up over here.
E aqui 15 doleta vale grana, hein? Porque, meu irmão, é difícil, hein, conseguir grana nesse jogo, hein? Tudo que você vai fazer é $2, $5, $3.
There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
Olhar para a prisão.
Hop on up. You won't bite. Come on, boy.
Aí, ó, meu cavalo já mudou, né? Não é aquele do começo e tal. Acho que aquele lá fugiu, né? Esse aqui vai ser agora, tipo, o nosso cavalo, né? Vai... perto de outra pessoa, segure A para seguir a mesma velocidade que ela, beleza. Vamos lá.
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Esse é o armazém, né?
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase. That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished. Bringing in all sorts of new folks like yourself.
Volta aqui. Cadê ela?
This way! Where are you going, you strange man?
Go!
Bora, já tô voltando, mulher. Vai, cavalinho. Bora, 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 bora. Caralho, viado. O cavalo não vai. Aí, agora vai. Bora.
That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl. And here we are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarland.
Easy now.
Bate cavalo até o palanque, beleza. Aí nós amarra ele aqui, né? Beleza.
Come on, this is the only chance you're gonna get to rest.
Ué, cadê ela? Ah, tá.
How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarland.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do.
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time. Come on, then. Let's mount up
Bora
and
lá,
take a
agora nós
look
vai dar uma
around.
patrulhada. Já tá sentindo dor pra caramba, né? Porque pegar um tiro não é fácil. Então vamos lá.
How are you today?
Subir no cavalo.
Whoa!
Bonito, hein? Olha lá. Cara,
Let's
esse jogo
go.
é foda,
Keep
né?
your eyes
Tanto
open
tempo que
and try
lancei.
not to get yourself shot
O
again.
detalhe do cavalo, ó, os músculos. É um jogo absurdo.
Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team.
Será que vão ser uma dupla no tanto? Vamos ver, né?
Look, those damn rabbits are at the crops again. Get down and give me a hand, will you?
Tá, vamos desmonte do cavalo. Agora nós temos que matar o
Come on, then. Time to put that bloodlust of yours to
Pegar o
good
rifle, né?
use. You got one! You're better at shooting rabbits than outlaws, I see. Good shot!
Matei todos, será? Vou pegar uma pele já, né? Já pra ir pegando umas coisinhas aqui, ó. Vou coletar a vizinha. Pra gente já... Aí não deixa, né? Nesse começo. Aí já guardei a arma, né? Vamos subir. Pra onde agora? Sim.
We should keep moving. There's still a ways to go.
Bora lá então. Eita caralho! Não, sobe aí não.
Come on.
Pula, pula.
If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Vamos lá.
Was that a coyote? Get those pests before they scare the livestock. That's it, damn coyote!
Bora, pega lá.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Mais um. Onde tem mais? Pra lá. Bora. Eita, falta aqui.
That coyote won't be left.
Ai, caralho. Fui pro lugar errado. Ah, meu Deus. Volta.
Yeah.
Para. Eita, tá matando. Cadê? Ali, caralho.
We got one!
Mas deixaram aberto aqui, pô. O negócio, a cancelazinha aqui. Aí não dá, né, mano?
Let's go. I'll take you back to your room.
Pro seu quarto, acompanha a Bonnie. Cadê a Bonnie? Bora. Porra, Bonnie. Tu deixou o negócio aberto, cara. E como é que não quer que entre?
You know, you can actually handle a rifle.
Sabe
It's
usar bem
something I've had a little
bom, né?
experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
This is you, Mr. Marston.
E aqui, seu Marston, tá? Vou guardar meu cavalo ali, né? Porque aí... Beleza. Agora nós temos uma casinha, né? E é isso
Thank you for
aí.
your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Vejo você amanhã, beleza. Então, esse vai ser um... Ó, você pode dormir na cama do seu quarto para salvar o jogo, beleza? Se você dormir, acordará 6 horas depois. Fechou? O que mais? Você também pode pegar munição extra no baú do seu quarto, beleza? Salvar o jogo, né? Y. Vamos salvar o jogo, porque já estamos com 25 minutos de gameplay. Vamos salvar nesse aqui, ó. Hoje é 16/12. Vamos salvar por cima mesmo, que aí esse aqui vamos começar do zero. Jogo. Sim. Então, galera, é isso aí. Espero que vocês tenham gostado do vídeo. O começo do jogo foi esse. Nos próximos episódios nós vai trazer, né, a continuação da história. E é isso aí, valeu. Não se esqueça de se inscrever e deixar seu like. E é isso aí, é nóis. Valeu, fui!